Welcome, Dirtfish friends, to the third round of the ARA National Championship Olympus Rally. This is the Dirtfish home event. We're here in full force. We got a couple of drivers out this weekend. 150 stage miles, 16 stages, 8 stages today. About 90 plus miles today of stage roads. We're going to head on back, talk to some of the drivers. We've got a massive turnout right now at the Park Expose, like I said, in downtown Shelton, Washington. I'm going to move on down the line here, try to catch up with Brandon Semenuk, first car on the road, championship leader, 2 events in. He's won both events so far. I'm going to work my way back here. Brandon got the massive crowds, obviously getting the signatures going with the posters. Brandon always one for the fans. Getting it going. I'm going to try to hop right up in here with Brandon real quickly after he gets this quick signature. I'll jump right in here, let him get this photo. You know, such great turnout here. We got thousands and thousands of people. Downtown Shelton is completely shut down here on the main road. Going to be a great day. A little bit of rain forecasted for tomorrow morning. Dust may be a little bit of a factor today. Brandon obviously not going to have to dealing with that dust, being first on the road. Sam Albert, our own Dirtfish instructor, will be second on the road. Hopefully he won't have to deal with any of that dust out there. So I'm going to jump in here, grab a quick word with Brandon as soon as he's done with this one. Great turnout here. I mean, literally thousands and thousands of people. They shut down the whole downtown here. We got some massive steam engines and historic stuff for the logging area. These are typically logging roads here. That's kind of the nature of the roads. Tight, technical, twisty roads. Very, very technical. One of the longest stages potentially in the ARA whole year, Nawatsel, the famous stage, 22.9 miles this weekend. So you get that photo. I'm going to grab a quick word with Brandon as soon as he gets done with the signature here. Look at that. Check out that poster. Get in there close. Brandon, one for the fans, for sure. Brandon, real quick. I'll hop in here. Brandon, we are live right now. What are you looking forward to this weekend?
Yeah, I am. It's going to be good. Lots of mileage, so lots of driving. Beautiful weather. Can't really complain. It's gonna be great. Obviously, wish I had Travis here and Barry back and whatnot, and have another battle like we had at 100 Acre, but a little different rally for us in that sense. But definitely tricky rally, lots of mileage, so some attrition to think about.
You know, talking about that mileage, what do you think about those 6 stages before you get to go to service? Is there a little bit of strategy in that?
Yeah, totally. The no service between the first 2 loops will be. Don't make a mistake, basically.
Yeah.
We can repair the car with what's in the car, but, we only got a handful of spanners and wrenches and things. So, hopefully just nice, clean loop, and then we'll go back into it for the second pass. And, obviously at that point we've checked the notes, maybe push on a bit harder and get back to service.
And what about Nawatsel? 22.9 miles this weekend. Do you prefer those longer stages?
I do. They're really fun. Nawatsels, it's a really cool stage, but the configuration changes every year. So it's like you can never be too sure of what you're up against. The rhythm changes so much. So I think today, even though the first couple stages have a lot of gotchas in it, Nawatsel is almost like the hardest stage of the rally, just because the rhythm changes so much. So it's easy to get into this feeling of the road's really smooth and fast, and then you hit a junction, then all of a sudden it gets really technical, but you're still in this motion of just kind of carrying the speed and not being as neat as you would need to be in those technical areas. So it's kind of finding the rhythm in there is always a challenge.
Well, thank you and good luck.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Brandon there. Talking about Nawatsel, like I said, 22.9 miles. That might be the longest stage in the whole series. Very exciting stage. One of my favorite stages in all of the ARA Championship. I've had a lot of experience on that stage. I'm going to grab a quick word with Sam Albert here, one of our Dirtfish instructors here. He's got the brand new hood, a little bit of carbon fiber action. You saw him debut this car here last year. He had a little bit of a custom fiberglass piece on there. I unfortunately had to film him driving the wheels off this thing on the very first stage last year. Sam's had a little bit more experience now dialed in with this car, kind of put it through some tests, got the little things worked out of it. He's coming off of 2 overall rally wins at Wild West and I believe Big White Winter Rally in the CRC last year up in Canada. So 2 overall wins for Sam, starting second on the road this weekend. Going to grab a quick word with Sam here as soon as we can here. He's in a little quick conversation. But yeah, take a look at this thing. I mean, this is just the Ferrari V8, one of the loudest cars I've ever heard on stage. This thing is great. Sam,
Hi.
How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
150 stage miles, a 22-mile Nawatsel. I think it's going to be an awesome, awesome weekend.
You're coming off 2 overall wins prior to this rally. How you feeling? Pretty confident in the car now? Got everything worked out?
Yeah, the car feels great. I think we've addressed a lot of the mechanical gremlins that plagued us last year. So feel in a much stronger position. I don't know about pushing to Vermont sports car pace, but I think we have our own rally to run this weekend. We're in a good spot. Car's in a good spot. Our notes are all good. So definitely aiming for that overall position. Maintain that start order position, I think, is the baseline goal. And then just, if opportunity presents itself, we'll take advantage. Other than that, I think we're just running our own rally.
With those 6 stages before service this morning, what's your plan of attack there? You kind of take it easy on those first 3, or what's your plan there?
We're just going to play it smart, but we know those stages fairly well because they're used a lot for some of the regional rallies. So it's to our advantage to take that home field advantage and apply it there. So we'll see what happens when we're actually on stage.
Well, thanks, Sam, and good luck. We'll catch up with you later.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Sam Albert, another one of our Dirtfish instructors out here running second on the road this weekend with that Ferrari V8 in the STI. One of the coolest cars out here. I love that thing. It is ear-piercingly loud. You can hear it coming from miles away. Another new car we got out here debuting, Matt Dickinson. We saw him in, I believe, limited 4-wheel drive last year, going for the championship with Javier Olivares. Got this beautiful BRZ set up here. Basically, it seems like he's swapped everything from his old STI into this. This is an all-wheel drive BRZ. Some beautiful carbon fiber wide body on this thing. I'm looking for Matt to see if I can grab a quick word with him. I do not see him around. I would love to know more about this car. I have not talked to him yet. We saw a little bit at testing, didn't get a chance to catch up with him. So maybe look around for Matt. I do not see him. I'll keep on moving down the line here. 73 cars entered into the rally. Not sure how many actually made it to the start here this morning, but over 70 cars. Very, very packed rally. Going to be a great day overall. Let's see, who else can we talk to here? It's got Javier Olivares. I believe he'll be running 4th on the road behind Matt, or they're 3rd, 4th. Obviously going for that national limited 4-wheel drive. Oh, he's open 4-wheel now, so he's switched classes. So Matt is now an open 4-wheel, will not actually be competing with Javier for the class championship or win. Got Preston Osborne here. Maybe we grab a quick word with Preston. Preston, we're live right now. How's it going today?
Not too bad. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Perfect weather for this. Maybe a little dusty this morning, but little rain scheduled for tomorrow potentially. What are you looking forward to this weekend?
Yeah, it's not often we're having dust window talks for Olympus, but I think with the breeze we have, it should be enough to keep the dust down. But and yeah, rain's going to help. For us, it's a huge itinerary this year. 150 plus stage miles, which kind of I think changed the strategy a little bit for the competitors. Does become a bit more of a endurance of rallies of old, but stages look gorgeous. I was out on a few of them yesterday, and yeah, hopefully competitors like it.
Is it safe to say this is the longest rally then in the championship, being over 150 miles, and is Nuatzel the longest stage of the year so far?
Yeah, I think so. There's a stage later in the year that might topple it as far as the longest mileage, but we'll see. But for overall stage miles, absolutely, it's probably the longest, at least in recent memory, at least going back for the history of ARA. I don't know before that, but yeah, it's a lot of stage miles packed in 2 days. So.
Thank you, and we'll catch up later this weekend. Thanks, Preston. Preston Osborne there with ARA, talking about this is probably the longest rally, definitely longer than any of the rallies last year in the championship. It's great to see the rallies, striving to make the rallies longer, more competitive, long stages. And, as soon as they announced Nuatzel was 22.9 miles, some of the other organizers at the other rallies are probably looking to try to accomplish that same thing, make some longer stages. We're going to keep on moving down the line here. We got Mike Shaw over here doing some interviews for Olympus Rally. He's live streaming. You can catch his live stream on the Olympus Rally Facebook. Trying to find a couple of the other Dirtfish instructors out here. We got Sean Edwards in his Volvo 240, I believe. Nice, beautiful, black, shiny Volvo, looking brand new. He just ran that thing at Wild West, got it pretty dialed in. We also got Michelle Miller co-driving for Rich O'Healy in the Lexus, with the white Lexus with the beautiful pink wheels on it. It's hard to miss that car. It is awesome. There's actually Michelle right now. Let's grab a quick word with Michelle. I'm going to run over here. How are we doing on time, Brian? What are we at? 9:15. Cool. So I'll go a couple more minutes here. I got Michelle right here. Going to grab a quick word with Michelle. Michelle, how's it going this morning?
Great. How are you, Brenton?
Doing good. Doing good so far.
Good.
What are you looking forward to this weekend?
Oh boy, that's a loaded question. I'm looking forward to rally. Okay. No, I love these roads. It's my home rally. The woods are super beautiful right now, so it's going to be a really big challenge. Long day, long stages, not a lot of service before that, between those first 2 loops. So our plan is to just keep the car together, see how the roads break down. If they get a little rough, we'll go a little easy. If they are looking good, we're going to send it.
How's the competition looking for a limited 2-wheel drive, right class there? How's that looking?
Yeah, national, I think we have 7 cars entered, 17 total if you combine national and regional. So it's going to be a really good round again. We just came off the podium at 100 Acre Wood, so we're slightly changed our strategy and are looking to have a repeat performance.
Cool. Is the plan to do the whole championship? Is that still the plan for you guys?
Right now, that's still the plan. Yep. So we'll see everyone all across the United States.
What can you tell me about Nuwatzel? It seems everybody wants to talk about the 22.9 miles here and that potentially big jump about 20 some miles in. What can you tell me about that stage?
Yeah. Nuwatzel's a really fascinating stage. There's a lot of changes in the surface as you go through. So there's some new forest, there's some old forest, there's some clear cut, there's some really chonky bits of rock. It's really just about endurance and survival. I would say the worst of the road is at the end of the stage, which in a way is good, I guess. Maybe you can nurse it in, but the tires are going to be shot. They'll be overheated, we'll be overheated. So it's really going to be a mental game to get through that stage.
Well, we're looking forward to it. That's one of my favorite stages, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much, guys.
Have you seen Sean anywhere? I'm trying to also grab Sean.
I thought I saw him just lingering around here. But yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, I'm going to keep wandering around looking for Sean. Thank you. Good luck, Michelle. We'll catch up with you later. So you heard Michelle talking about Nuwatzel being 22.9 miles. You got to think about tire wear. Those tires start to heat up in those longer stages, and you can actually feel them as you're coming through corners. Anticipating that grip, you can feel those tires actually start to fall off. Something you really have to conserve. It is 6 stages this morning to start for the first loop. 3 stages repeated 2 times. That is a lot of stage miles before getting into service. Then they come into service after that first loop of 6 stages. They head out to Nuwatzel for the 22.9 miles, another service, and then back out to Nuwatzel again. So, just running that stage twice for 44 or 45 stage miles there is ridiculous. I'm going to take a peek here. If I can find Sean, I will grab a quick word with Sean. Sean Edwards and Kendra Miller, both instructors at Dirtfish. Sean's driving, Kendra is co-driving. They just ran Wild West as well. They're in that black Volvo 240. I don't see Sean anywhere. I told him to stand around here so I could get him. Sean, you're probably watching this in the future. Find me if you can. Again, stay tuned on dirtfish.com. We'll be bringing you updates all weekend. There's that Ferrari V8 starting up right now. The rally's just about to get underway. We're going to head to that refuel after the first 3 stages and try to catch up with all the action. Stay tuned on dirtfish.com.